Oh. I wonder if I'm gonna actually start to get something legitimate in that bottom scroll. Okay, we are live.
We're shmup to no good.
All right. No. I shouldn't have looked at Twitter. No, Discord. A calzone is not a dumpling.
What?
All right.
I love these pedantic arguments that have become very in vogue as of late.
All right. Speaking of pedantic nonsense, hello, welcome to another episode of Ranking of Shmups.
Welcome.
We got some more good stuff coming up. This actually, I think last episode was kind of filled with a lot of not super hot ones. But yeah, I think actually today will be the reverse, because we have some very interesting shmups coming up. So why don't we go
really
ahead?
Selling me on it.
Yep. And we're gonna start with something very interesting, which may or may not count as a shmup, but I think of it has some of the same concepts.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Man, you're real good at this, buddy.
why did you do that? Sec. Okay, there we go. This is Laser Blast on the Atari 2600. Also, let's meet that. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So.
You had me, then you lost me.
Yep.
Well, they'll get better. But we got to start at some basics. And I figure we've taken a look at some old stuff. Let's take a look at some ancient stuff. So yeah.
This shit was old when the world was young.
Yep. Let's start.
Are you the UFO?
We are the yellow UFO at the top.
Hell yeah. Oh no.
I do like that they let you guide your falling. That always amused me.
So what determines the angle of your laser? Because I saw you angle it before.
So whenever you hit the button, the one button, you kind of stick your thing out, and then you aim with the stick.
Angle.
Yes.
Grody.
Yes, your joystick, as they say.
Expand
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
The gun dong.
So yeah, you are a UFO.
Is
Any
this
shoot.
it?
Yeah, this is it. You get an extra life every 1,000 points.
Oh, that's a really low barrier to entry. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, this game does actually have a really kind of hypnotic, like, once it actually like gets fully sped up, there's this weird hypnotic pattern that's actually kind of comforting in a really bizarre way.
Yeah.
That you just get so focused, it's like a rhythm game. Like, that you're barely understanding what's going on, but your body's just kind of doing it. Also,
So it's one of those things you autopilot.
yeah, pretty much. And at some point, basically, I think it's every wave. After you beat a wave, initially killing an enemy gives you 10 points. Then I think every round or every couple of rounds, you start to get an extra 10 points per kill. Up to when you get 90, which I think at that point you've hit full max speed.
Does dying reset that, or
No.
so the game just gets easier? Is what you're saying?
No, it's not so much. It has a difficulty curve that eventually plateaus. So it's more of a difficulty plateau. Because eventually, at some point, it just doesn't get any more difficult.
Yeah, but instead you're getting lives left and right, so
Yeah.
it's less punishing, is what I mean.
It's an endurance game.
Yes. Speaking of endurance, like all Activision Atari 2600 games, they had the thing where if you got a certain amount of points, you could send a Polaroid picture of your TV screen to Activision headquarters, and they would give you a badge.
Hell yeah!
The one for this game was 100,000 points, if I remember correctly.
The purest tedium.
So yeah, if you were able to sit still long enough to get 100,000 points, you could get a laser blast badge.
I am already fucking bored to tears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
All right. Well, let's see what other. Let's see. You get okay. There's 4 variants. I believe one of these is a 2-player. I think 1 and 3 are the 1-player. I believe that if I remember correctly, I believe this is the. Okay, no. One of them is basically you start out at the max difficulty. This clearly is not it. Let's see what happens when I die. It's 4 is. Okay, yep, here we go.
That one caught you.
See here, okay, here's where it actually starts to get a little difficult.
Okay.
I'm still bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I would
problem
still
is with these really old games is as a whole they don't age terribly well.
Yeah.
They're so simplistic.
The only thing I like about it is the whole hypnotic state of you just focus and it just really getting a rhythm down. But yeah, this is as simple as you can get. So yeah, I figured I haven't shown a Atari 2600 yet, or game yet, and since there are about 5 shmups on that system, I figured might as well look at one of them.
Oh yeah.
So, ranking as a whole, I would say it's better than 1942.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there is no soundtrack. Vision. Sorry. 100. I think it's 1981 actually. So yeah, pretty old. But not as old as some of the games we have looked at. And so, speaking of old, let's do another one.
Hell yeah.
This is a game that will let me play some pretty neat shmups later on. This is Moon Cresta, a 1980 game. This is Moon Cresta. It's by Nichibutsu.
Can't believe that giant ship abandoned you.
Yes, that whole ship is our ship. Also, the Cresta series, so this is the first in a series of games that are you got this, which is Moon Cresta, you got Terra Cresta, you have UFO Robo Dangar, I believe. And yeah, the main gimmick of these games are that you can combine your ship.
Is it supposed to be completely silent?
Yes. This is the attract mode.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and start. Yep. It is a kind of like Galaxian in that you can only have one shot. But the gimmick of this is that as you progress, you play as different numbered ships. And if I didn't suck and actually survived, I would be able to, as the one ship, dock into the two ship so that I would have essentially 3 shots. And if you survive long enough, you can actually have all of your ships docked at once. And so you get like 5 shots.
That's kind of neat, I guess.
Yeah.
For a game that's like only slightly older or newer than slightly newer than Galaxian, I figure they at least tried some neat stuff.
Yeah.
But man, these patterns seem really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I do like, though, that kind of your lives are the better ships.
Yeah.
This one seems pretty hard to aim.
Yeah, because especially your shots are not the center of your ship.
You guys are assholes? Yeah.
Yeah, also it seems like they're just not... It seems like they're phasing out of existence. Like they didn't want to draw the whole sprite.
Yep.
So why don't we
this
actually...
game is really mean.
Trip to the space war.
So it is mean. So let's unmean it.
Hell yeah.
Oh god. That's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making my bullets super fast.
I'd argue part of the problem, though, is they're super fast. So you gotta be accurate, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely don't... The hitbox is not the full thing of their sprite. That also is reminding me if I was going to do an Atari 26, or since I did an Atari 2600 one, I should have done Demon Attack. Or Phoenix. But I'll get that at some point. Oh, come... It seems like my bullets are going straight through... Oh.
I think your bullets are moving faster than they're animating, is the thing.
Yeah, or the detection was not meant to actually...
Move that fast? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we got, like, not good,
Moonlander.
Yeah. Right on.
You did it. You're so good at docking.
Yes.
Yes. So now I have 3 bullets.
Now you shoot a fucking wall.
Hell yeah.
It seems like, just with the way that the enemies look, that it's like, there's some sort of emulation bug, but I'm pretty sure that's actually how it looks.
Yeah.
I believe it.
This game's just really rude, though. Especially because your hitbox is about to get fucking massive.
Yep. So, this does not control as well as you'd kind of hope.
Right on.
At least it's relatively, like,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, only the tip is your hitbox. Okay.
Also, well, remember, I'm also invincible.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that shit.
So yeah, you probably...
No, you're probably the full hitbox, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So this seems like an interesting development on a Galaga style.
Yeah, it is. It is also an asshole.
It is a giant...
Also, the game just looped.
Yeah. It's that's very short, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So
Like, the game is such an asshole that it loops that quickly.
all right. So Moon Cresta.
I'd honestly, personally rank it lower than Laser Blast.
Yeah.
Because Laser Blast is at least like almost.
I kind of almost would say it's worse than 1942.
Yeah. Because like Laser Blast is fucking hypnotic past a point, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's the kind of thing you can zone out to.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Moon Cresta below 1942. Because 1942, while incredibly boring, was at least somewhat competently made.
Yes.
And
like, that one was relatively competently made. The issue is it's just a giant asshole.
Yes.
Like, it is also unapologetically a massive dick.
It is very old. Which also, to Nichibitsu credit, they get much better after Moon Cresta. And they're almost nothing like Moon Cresta.
That's good.
So, I think that's all the really old shmups I had lined up. So let's break the side stream.
Okay.
Hopefully let's not break the actual stream.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
What are we breaking it with?
Oh, we'll see.
I just want to get to the shmups with actually good music.
We will actually, because I will explain once I actually can get this stupid thing loaded.
Oh, is it that thing that you mentioned before?
This is... Come on. This is Summer Carnival 92 Rekka. Actually, I need to turn this up.
This game is fucking fascinating.
So, I am debating about also. So I'll just do one run. That to show you. So, why don't I just
Oh.
So yeah, this is an NES game that is made entirely by Dark Magic, and you will see why in a shortly.
Too many colors, too many sprites.
This is like
this ain't
fast.
shit. Just you wait, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Oh, an animated background.
Very little sprite flickering, actually.
Wait. We have not gotten to full Rekka yet.
Oh, I know we haven't.
So, yeah, this is actually a shmup that is meant to be, like, played in, like, not a, like, ace. This is meant to be, like, score attacked. But this is not so much a game that to play, like, normally. This is meant to be a game that your run lasts about 5 minutes. That they just happen to, let's just make a whole shmup of this.
Taste the flicker.
And it is made by a company called Nagsat.
Yeah.
They are more known, they're really super known for their shooters outside of the Summer Carnival series, which there is this one on the NES. There's also 2 of them on the TurboGrafx CD, I believe.
This background is beautiful.
Yes. Hopefully, the stream is not totally eating itself.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a bit of like ever so slight, I guess. Yeah, pseudo ghosting going on with the background.
So yeah. I mean, you can kind of. I mean, you just kind of see what this game is. There isn't a whole lot to it. There isn't a whole lot of like complicated things. It is of the system of
Kill lots of things.
Kill lots of things. Enemies drop. You have a normal weapon, which all these enemy or weapon pickups like they'll rotate between different weapons. You have a standard weapon upgrade, you get the same letter over and over again, and you'll get upgrades. You have these little side things that you can get 2 of them. You can select what speed your ship goes at freely. And also, yeah, I mean, it's fairly standard.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so I actually stuck code film the game, but let's letters work. There you are. Lives. And let's see more of this game.
Oh joy.
Because I want to say the whole game lasts like 15 minutes. Probably won't show the whole thing off, but enough to kind of get a handle of it. Also, you were saying stuff about the soundtrack. So,
Yeah.
the soundtrack in this game is pretty good if you could actually hear it. It kind of has this kind of rave kind of thing going on for it.
Oh, we
Should
can't
I-
see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Psyduck is still up.
whoopsie doodle.
It's fitting, but still.
Yeah. We don't know what's going on.
What's also great is that the sprite, the pause screen makes you realize how they abuse sprite flicker for this game.
Yeah.
Because like when you get more enemies on screen, pause it just to show off what I mean.
How it's constantly, yeah, it's redrawing each enemy. It's only drawing enemies on certain frames.
Yep. So it gives you a good idea. Because yeah, no, this was made at basically the end of the NES's life cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you can, that's gotta show off all the tricks and you can do.
So,
Yeah.
the
All the
creator,
fancy shit.
the main programmer who worked on this, is a guy who would later be known for, I think he actually went to work, no, he made a series of,
Didn't he go to work with Cave?
I can't remember if he went to work, I think he made a couple of shmups with Cave, but I can't remember which ones. He is more famous for making shooters for Rising. He made he worked on Battle Garaga, Armed Police Batrider. Oh, and I forgot what the last one is, but it's essentially the sequel to Battle Garaga, which are very highly widely held in very high regard. Shmups. And this was, I think, one of his first projects. Because I actually think the first project he worked on was something, kind of, like, not, like, something not really shmuppy.
Something much more reasonable.
I want to say it was a licensed game. I
Family
kind of, I forgot what it was, but if you look up Summer Carnival 92 Rekka, you'll probably find it. Also, this boss is an asshole. Because you got to move with the flames, which is a lot harder said than done. Or a lot harder done. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, this is one of the shmups where if you die, the explosion of your ship will actually harm enemies. Also, I'm just gonna let the music for this stage kind of go. Oh, one sec.
Oh, the people who made this are now defunct.
Damn.
Like, the developers for this game were a kid, and they're now defunct as of 2008.
It's good music.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Hopefully-
this game was created for a gaming tournament.
Yes.
But yeah, Kindle Imagine Develop is the name of the people.
Yeah, I think they didn't make mini games.
They made a bunch of games actually.
Or did they change their name or something? Because that is not a name I'm very familiar with.
They went out of business in 2008. Was it 2008 or 2006? Excuse me.
Okay.
And yeah, no, like they're responsible for Ever 17
Oh.
in all of the Infinity series.
Huh. I want to say the guy's name in particular that I was thinking of is like Shinobu something. Oh, that's one thing about
Shinobu
this.
Yugawa.
Yes. That is one thing actually that is very odd about this game. If you actually want to get a copy, like a physical copy of this game, it is stupid expensive. Get an actual
This was made
Famicom.
specifically for a gaming tournament.
Yes. However, if you do want to actually play this and not want to do an emulator, want to get it legally, this is Rekka. You can actually get it on the 3DS eShop.
Oh.
And yeah, Shinobu Yugawa was the programmer for this game.
Yes. So yeah, he, I want to say certain, like he is, from what I've heard, is highly regarded in certain arcade circles.
Yes, he's on the Arcade Otaku Wiki, apparently.
Yeah, I want to say they refer to him as God on that wiki.
YGW.
Yep.
So yes.
Also, this
His blood type is YGW has no blood. His heart pumps the tears of defeated players. And his occupation is God.
Good. Good.
yeah, I want to say that's the board that I saw. That, yeah.
Yeah, his games that he's worked on are Laser Fight Rekka, Battle Garega, Armed Police Bat Rider.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle Betrayed. Those three are with Raising. Then with Cave he did Ibarra, Pink Sweets, Moochie Moochie Park.
That's what he worked on.
Donpachi.
Yeah,
he did
so
Donpachi.
Cave. Yep. I cannot wait to get to Armed Police Bat Rider. That game is insane.
Yeah, specifically it's Donpachi, Defukatsu, Black Label.
Oh, I want to say that's the one that's like really held in high regard too.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. So yeah, he definitely has a pedigree. So the thing with
he also did Espegaluda.
Yep, that's another Cave one.
As the lead programmer, and Akai Katana as the lead programmer.
Huh. So the thing with Bat Rider is that it is essentially Rising making a king of shmups, like SNK's King of Fighters.
Oh jeez. Also, wow,
Awesome.
this.
Oh my, yeah, no, this is
fucking
killing and
background.
coding.
Yeah.
No, it's not killing and coding. This is just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it makes the sprite flicker abuse even more apparent.
Yep.
Oh.
Because like
Yeah.
part of the way it hides the sprite flicker abuse is with the speed of the game.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get to the end of the stage and then go on to the next game.
But when the game slows down, it's more apparent of how it just kind
Yes.
of breaks the system over its need to work.
Because yeah, you have essentially seen everything that this game, like pretty much everything. Like you kind of get the gist of it. This game is insane. I can't remember how many stages Rekka has. I want to say 7. Because this one just is bizarrely long, if I remember. 'Cause I don't remember the other stages being really quick.
No man, the soundtrack is 20 songs coming in an hour long.
Yeah. So the soundtrack.
Which stage are you on?
This is 2 still.
Okay, yeah. The song is Hide. HYD.
Yes. So yeah, the soundtrack was like made by some like actual. I think it was made by some like actual rave artist or something among those lines.
Nobuyuki Shioda.
Okay. Because yeah,
Don't know who that is.
The soundtrack is one thing that I've also heard held in high regard, which is really neat.
Mm-hmm.
He did G.I. Joe NES.
Yeah, so that was another Nagza game.
Let's see, what else has he done? That's actually interesting. Nothing particularly interesting in terms of games.
Yeah,
There's
Nagza.
nothing that I recognize.
Nagza. The only thing Nagza would recognize is that their U.S. branch was the one who actually published Mapuland. That's what I know him for. Okay, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, Jesus.
The final boss song is named Boss Tune.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
Also, I like that one of the songs on the album is the Hyde Jekyll mix.
Yeah.
Good.
3 songs on it are also Lovin' You, Dreamin' You, Throbbin' You.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. There's, I don't have the version of the ROM that does it, but originally there was like a special intro if you held buttons down that it would do a fake Sega opening, and then it would blow up the Sega logo, and then a Nintendo Game Boy logo would appear. So like some really 90s era advertising nonsense.
Nintendo does what Sega don't.
Yes. So, yeah. This is Rekka. I mean, this is pretty much what it has to offer. It is just it is a very early manic shmup on the NES, which should not be able to run this.
Yes.
In case this pause screen didn't make that abundantly fucking clear.
So, yeah.
Like, oh my god, just this pause alone gives you an idea.
Let me just put that up. So, in terms of the thing about it though is this game is stupid hard. Like, almost hard
Yes.
to like a fault. But, if you're doing like the score attack, I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a short 5 minutes trying to get the high score. In that sense, it's not that bad. So, in terms of ranking overall, kind of torn on how to place this. Because, I mean, it's not the most technical shmup, but it's still pretty good.
I'd honestly put it above Life Force personally, but it's also ludicrously
Yeah, I can see
hard.
that.
Also, yeah, I put it over Kiki Kai Kai too.
Yeah. I would say I personally would enjoy playing Ordine more than this.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good place to.
Yeah.
Just because this is aggressively difficult. Like, this is for die-hard shmup lovers, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
But it's also really good at what it does, given its
Yes. This game is made of black magic.
Yeah.
It
And
is made by
soundtrack.
God himself.
Now, in terms of soundtrack,
It's pretty good.
It's pretty alright. It's just I didn't really get a chance to hear much of it.
Yeah, you don't really hear
Yeah.
much of it.
Yeah.
yeah. So, I don't know if I'm thinking that one I'd also put below Ordine because Ordine has some
Yeah.
really good tunes.
Yeah.
I'd go with that.
All right. So, enough Rekka. Oh boy, I'm really excited about the next game.
Oh.
Oh. Rush doesn't crash again?
Joke's on you, it totally will.
Let's watch this intro.
Oh, I see.
Ah, good.
Yes.
Just remember. Just remember.
Oh, yes.
chicken is no need. This is Kingdom Grand Prix. This is the sequel to Sorcerer Striker.
Yep.
This is
I look
amazing.
forward to this.
This is
You know, we
Shippu
get
Maho
more ridiculous.
Daisakusen. So yeah, they changed one pretty. This has a really interesting gimmick to it. This is half shmup, half racing game. So why don't I just go ahead and start?
Yeah. It's pretty
Now,
great.
You got Miyamoto.
Need to be the witch again. We gotta see
Yeah.
it through.
So who are
Also,
the
new
characters, I should-
new characters. Got Honest John. He's
We
a
need to
mech.
be honest, John.
There's Nirvana. There's Bulgin, and then there's Kickle and Lakel. But we kind of gotta be consistent.
But what about honest John?
I'll switch to him if I die.
Alright.
So it's
Alright.
finally my turn.
The anime is Hell Witch.
Yep. Also, like the fact that Nirvana, her thing, it is just her. She's not in a ship.
Yeah. She's just a giant ass fairy.
So now here's actually a game where auto fire actually harms you. Because you don't want to have it. Because if you hold down, like if you keep on shooting, you actually go slower. So what you want to do is press it, and then you'll get a speed boost. And you also, this is actually a shmup which actually you kind of want to be on the top of the screen. Also, you can't harm the other
Amazing.
racers, but you can bump them out of the way.
Fuck him up.
Yep.
Oh no.
You gotta bump and
Also,
grind.
dying slows you down significantly
Yes.
as well. Get your fat stacks of cash. These sound effects, though.
Yeah.
No, they're great.
This is a beautiful game.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's my bomb, by the way.
Nice.
Just summoning genies like you do.
We are a witch after all.
Yeah.
So, scoring it's basically, if you played Mario Kart, oh yeah, and you can select which stage you want to play.
Go to the ocean.
Hell yeah.
So I really like the music for the next stage. Also, let me know if it's too loud.
Seems good. My god, turtles, jet skis. The world
So
needs
do the
more
cl-
games like this.
Yes,
I was
it does,
waiting for
but,
it to become this song.
but do the coins work like they do in Mario Kart?
I don't think they make it faster. I think it's just a point thing.
Oh,
I'm glad you burned a bomb to miss a bomb.
So the soundtrack in this game was actually written by I think it's Matsuharu Iwata and Hitoshi Sakamoto, who may be familiar because they made another soundtrack by the name of Radiant Silvergun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely hear it in this.
Torfid's favorite shmup soundtrack.
I never said that. I just really like it. It's really good.
It's clear what you like.
Oh.
Oh no.
Now also, I can just ignore the boss too,
But what
because
fun is that?
there's no collision damage, which is
Glad
really
you
neat.
scammed out the boss.
So I believe the plot of it is actually that, also, Outcast Castle or Crossfire.
Crossfire.
Yeah.
I think it's that. This is one of those like, oh, let's do a race to like instead of a war or something like that. Like
it's
one
to
of those.
celebrate winning the war in the first game,
Yeah.
like the anniversary.
Nope, come on. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, come on. There we go.
Gotta revitalize the economy through racing. Basically the plot of F-Zero.
I can't believe this is a race war.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch, no!
God damn it.
Oh, I'm
Racing is a war to end. Race is
All
a
right,
war.
let's see. Start. I think this is Honest John. Yep, there we go.
Hell yeah, Honest John.
Now, I hope that it's not doing what I think it does, and that actually it gives you the points of Honest John, like the overall ranking.
Yeah, that'd be kind of shit.
If it does, you know what you have to do next time.
Yeah.
We must be the very best.
Indeed.
All right.
Wow, he's an ass.
Deeply
Yeah.
done. Deeply dungeon or oh, it did give me. Wait, what?
Now you're at 27.
But I think it gave Cheetah more points, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you go for the dungeon?
I believe.
Yep, cold corridor looks like.
Son of a bitch. If only I'd said something sooner.
Whoop. Oh. I wonder if it's just going so fast to the point where I actually have to start dodging stuff.
Jump, jump, slide, slide.
God.
Yep.
Also, it seems like the racing aspect is not that big a deal. Because I am pretty much solidly in first every match.
Yeah, you're kind of dominating.
Yep.
Or it could also be, I think I also put the difficulty up low.
That's 'cause
It
you're
also
a
could be-
giant
it-
baby.
It might also be just when there's multiple another human player, that might make it a bit more.
So, actually, the way that works is kind of odd because you both kind of play as a team, if I remember correctly, or something.
Oh yeah, fuck that boss.
So I'm actually going to switch over to Cheetah because I think she has the best ending in this game.
She had the best ending in the previous game, too.
Yes. She bought her grandfather a battleship.
Also, look at that bomb.
It's so good. So why do you keep just ignoring a lot of the power-ups?
Because I'm trying to dodge stuff.
I mean, yes, but also fuck you. I also do love that your ship has a cape.
Yes.
You gotta be a stylish wizard.
Yeah. What are our options?
So what are the choices?
Stratostorm.
Oh, I think I accidentally picked something.
Yeah, I think you picked Stratostorm. Which the music is cool already.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it hasn't gotten to the one that is used in other games.
That good?
Yeah. Okay, good. Those don't kill me out. Yeah, those didn't kill me. Oh,
What was that?
oh they didn't kill me.
Someone else killed you.
Someone else killed me.
I
Yeah.
know.
It looks like the race might be more relevant this round.
Yeah. But I think because it doesn't like pick like, oh, this is the person that's going to do second all the time, like a rival. No, it's just that, oh, it's just random on who gets second.
Yeah.
So this game did actually get a port on the Saturn, which will actually, that it does have a mode that takes out the racing aspect.
But why?
Yeah.
That's part of what makes it interesting, because very unique.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll slow you down, alright.
Yeah.
Just summon genies for days.
I mean, we get a fresh stack of bombs with every life, so...
Which is pretty, actually generous, honestly.
Yeah, because it did that in the first game, too.
So are there just the two types of power-up, the H and the F?
It seems like it.
I don't know what's supposed to be.
Because you do have 8 characters in this one. Okay. Magnum Grand Prix, Misaki of something, and Cobalt's Tower.
Oh, the Cobalt's Tower!
Cobalt's Tower, yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Alright.
Cobalt.
Kobolds are pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ, Lola, really?
also, it does seem like using a bomb actually slows you down a little bit, so there is a reason not to just spam them.
Yeah, but to be fair, at least there's a reason to keep using them, unlike a lot of shmups
Yep.
where you just hold on to them.
Yep.
You're in second. Can't let this happen.
Yeah, I think I'm like 20 points ahead of the next person below me, so I don't think it's going to be that big a deal.
No, you must be first, always.
Yes.
It's the code, man. It's the code.
No, this is pretty fucking rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is brutal.
Oh,
Can you shoot down the boulders, or are those just...
I think I can, it's just I don't think I'm doing enough damage to actually warrant it.
I do like her saying abracadabra
Also-
using her bombs.
Oh boy. Yeah, here we go. Here's a song. Also, I like the fact that we're going to Cobalt's Tower, but we're actually in space.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that there's somebody ahead of you and you can't catch up.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Oh my god, Lolo.
Oh boy.
You are running it risky.
Oh no, I was way ahead. All right. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Throw it at that needle.
You could have done better.
Honest John.
The only reason he's in third is because of you, Lolo.
Yep.
What's on her mind?
And he wants to become a star.
The hope will always be realized. Oh god damn it. Oh god damn it!
The great magical tour.
Beautiful magician. Is that a little too on the nose, Chitta?
Yeah, that's
amazing.
well. Then.
Oh, God.
This is a beautiful ending.
This is really good, though.
All right. So, yeah, that. Well, let's see.
That was really good.
Yep.
So, now I want. So, yeah, also this area I think is slightly different. Like, I think I want to say it's a different season.
Also, this is the music that was playing during that ending.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the first stage music. Yes. The first and second stage music are my favorite musics. Oh, also apparently you can use the bombs to actually knock the other racers out of the way.
Yeah, no, this is like a really cool premise for a game.
Yes. Also, it's really fun. It is just a really well done shmup.
Yeah, I might pick this up later.
Yeah, it's there is a Saturn part of it. It's I don't think it is Saturn shmup expensive, so not nearly Radiant Silvergun expensive, but
Yeah.
there is a slight premium to it. But yeah, you can get it easily enough on main. All right. So that was Kingdom Grand Prix. Also, I like that robot.
It's a good robot.
Yes.
So yeah, Kingdom Grand Prix.
Kane, fighter, cheetah, witch.
I would put it beneath Radiant Silvergun, but above Sorcerer Striker.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Sorcerer Striker. Oh, speaking of which, yeah. So, yeah, I definitely put it. Yeah, I'd put it below Radiant Silvergun, but above.
I'd put the soundtrack above UN Squadron, personally.
Yes.
Sorcerer Striker was the first game?
Yes.
Yep. And it's really good too.
Oh, did any of you catch what the year was?
No, you'd have to start it over. Because I was tabbed out, and I didn't notice what this was.
Yeah.
Is 94. Okay. So that was Kingdom Grand, and then for yeah, not quite Radiant Silvergun, but not quite. Still better than UN Squadron. Okay, so that note, take a look at some. Oh, I see that they gave you the credits. Okay. All right. So let's take a quick look at some smaller shots before looking at another really good one. This was a game I actually had as a kid.
Okay.
This is Cloudmaster, aka that you'll more commonly call it or have it referred to as Sorcerer Striker, or not Sorcerer Striker, as Chuka Taisen. This, I believe, is a Taito game.
This already looks like a treat.
This is a Master System game, by the way.
Oh, you don't say. Oh, you really blow my mind there, buddy.
Yep.
Yep. Taito, let's go.
Yes, Taito. Let's go.
Yep, you are... I don't think you're supposed to... I mean, there is a lot of Chinese imagery in this. I don't think you're supposed to be, like, Son Goku. But, yeah. For some... There's got to be... There's some plot to it, but I am not certain of it.
This sure is a thing.
Yeah.
Wow, this is kind of disappointing after going from
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
Just everything seems so tame now.
Yeah.
You peaked too early, lawyer. You peaked too early.
I mean, we gotta have a palate cleanser for when we get to some of the other game. Oh. I actually forgot what the next... I know what one of them is. I forgot what the other one was. Oh! I know... Oh, yeah, I know. I remember what the another one is. That would be more interesting for a certain other aspect.
Oh, good. I like that there's just this turtle that's attempting to shoot you with something.
Yeah.
I more enjoy the bowls full of food flying at you.
Yep.
But then shoot bullets.
Oh yeah, I
too.
forgot I had that. Whoops, that never happened. Let's go look at the store real quick.
Oh my fucking god, Lola.
Oh,
You
I
playing
kinda like
Mahjong?
I want the circle. I want the circle.
Oh, you want the circle? Oh, they got... So now we have this.
Oh, that's
Oh,
terrible,
yeah.
actually. Man, this really improved the game, Lola.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm like on the edge of my seat.
The grayscale backgrounds really add a lot.
I had this. I also had Gradius 3. And
What?
other shmups that weren't this.
So you had Gradius 3, something that's actually really good, and then you had this.
Yes. Because we never... Well, here's the thing. We never actually owned a Master System. We owned the thing for the Genesis that let you play Master System games. I've never really thought of the logistics, like why we actually had that, but yeah.
Man, it's better than actually owning a Master System.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't happen until later, when I got one for one of my birthdays.
What is wrong with you?
Let's actually do this. This is my... From when I was testing this seemed to be my favorite.
It's
My
just
favorite
bombs.
is that... Yeah, it's just bombs.
Just sad bombs.
Can't even hit a turtle. Oh, there you go.
Congrats on killing a poor defenseless turtle, you fuck.
That turtle shot back.
That turtle
can't
had a
believe-
gun!
I can't believe we're following the non-aggression principle. My God.
Oh,
Plant a
it's
gun on the
blinking.
turtle's
Also,
corpse.
let's look at this boss. It's a...
Oh no.
Man, it's a phoenix. Ish. So what is your hitbox?
It is the guy, I think... Oh, actually, it's smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Goes right through your goddamn head.
No, it
I'm
goes through his
rewinding
hair.
because I am taking an executive decision that I'm going to stop. Okay, we are going to see the thing that comes after this, and then we are not playing this anymore.
Yeah,
Good.
no, this is... Also, your fucking hitbox is huge.
Yes.
Just generally a bad thing in shmups.
I can't believe that Sango. You are great.
Except a new title and a hundred... Jesus Christ. I hate this.
The Co River.
Nope.
Oh man, color!
Finally, we
All right.
discovered color.
Finally,
All right.
diversity.
Okay, is that... Okay, which of the bottom slots is that game going into?
27.
I can't tell if it's better or I'd say under Laser Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say underneath 1942.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
I am so sorry, Lola.
It's
so
good
very sorry.
Of course.
It's important to revisit one's childhood and understand
also,
that it's shit.
Yeah. Also, it's good that it's like a Master System game. It's towards the bottom. There is an arcade port of that, but I didn't play that one. So, yeah. That is 19... You know what? I'm going to say 1985. And that barely had a... I'm not even gracing that with the soundtrack.
Yeah, let's not call what that had a soundtrack. That's...
Yeah.
Background noise.
All right. So, next game is also of that time period, but better. Also, oh. We get to warm up our bubble memory again.
Oh, good.
Because...
Just put it in the microwave. Get it nice and toasty.
Because this...
Oh, no.
Once it goes past the ranking screen. This
I like Xmas in there.
Quimby.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Neat.
So yeah, this is the first Quimby. Yeah, very interesting Konami franchise.
It's great not seeing it on the MSX.
Yeah, this is the actual arcade version. The port that is actually somewhat decent.
Yeah, it's not the MSX.
So, why don't I just go ahead and start playing?
Yeah.
So, this is essentially Xevious, but it has a really weird power-up system. If you shoot the clouds, sometimes bells will come out. And if you kind of juggle the bells along, you will get power-ups. Or juggle the bells until they turn in color, you'll get power-ups. If you just get them when they're yellow, they will just be points.
Oh, so the music's pretty alright.
Yes.
Yep.
When it isn't being interrupted due to limited sound channels.
So,
Boy.
the options in this game are kind of weird because as you move, they kind of go back into you. So the best way to kind of do it is just kind of go in a circle, so you have just like this huge thing.
Wall of bullets.
Why did this become a platformer? So as Quimby kind of went on, Konami realized, oh wait, this is anime. So yeah. As the series progressed, it just became progressively more and more anime. So they're like, oh, let's just make a character game for it. Let's just make it a shmup, because Sonic's popular.
Just make it a shmup, because Sonic's popular.
Well, platformer, excuse me. It's hard to shoot and say stuff at the same time.
Where's the pachinko machine?
I believe it is made.
Hell yeah.
That's just a given.
The Famicom port of this is okay. There was I think the first way that you could play this in the US was, I think there was a I forgot what it was called, but there was a DS like compilation of Konami arcade games, and this was on it under the name Rainbow Bell for some reason. Also, you might have noticed something. I lost an arm because I took a shot. So that means I can throw one less bomb.
Damn.
And then if I take another shot, so I lose... There, so I lost both arms. If I go into the ambulance, get my arms back.
Just regrow your arms.
Just get them reattached. These are some poorly laid out roads.
Yeah.
Whoever
Make fun of their
designed
infrastructure.
their infrastructure is bad, and I will make fun of them all day if I have to.
I mean, to be fair, civil engineers are the laughing stock of the engineering world anyway.
It's
True.
Hey,
anime.
my mom's a civil engineer.
She's a laughing stock of the engineering world. What's your point?
Also, you're overlooking the fact this is anime.
Yes. Animes can't walk a straight line.
Nope.
Too affected by teenage angst and drama.
There is actually. I'm just remembering the actual Twinbee anime. Because
What?
there was a series of OVAs that. So, it's these things from Gradius. I've lost the track of what I was gonna say. So after
Twin-B OVAs.
they were actually called Twin-B Paradise if you actually wanted to look them up. So this game got a fair number of sequels. There was a sequel on the Famicom Disk System / NES. Came out over here actually as Stinger. Which was weird because it alternated between side-scrolling and top-scrolling, which kind of didn't work that well. There was Twinbee 3, and after Twinbee 3, they actually started to give Twinbee like pilots that actually had names.
Twinbee, Winbee, Gwinbee, I think.
Yeah, well, they always had those names, but this is where Pastel, Light, and Mint came in.
Oh god, I hate those names.
Yeah, Pastel is kind of the... Of course, Pastel, the pilot of Winbee, is the more popular of the characters.
Why?
Because... anime.
Because
Also, I was not expecting to last this long.
Yeah.
to be fair, Twinbee is at least pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, for the time you do, it does kind of have the whole. Also, you move way too slow when you spawn.
Also, once again, let's not forget when this game came out,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is, what did it say, 85?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say 85.
So just think about that when seeing other shmups.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's wrong with people if they couldn't at least be this?
Because this is an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
To be fair, if we're comparing this to Chuka Tyson, I want to say that the arcade version of Chuka Tyson is not any better than that Master System version.
But also going back to pachinko machines, I'm not surprised there's a pachinko machine of this that Konami made, but it'll never be as good as their best one, Erotic Violence.
Castlevania.
Hit the lever!
Hit the lever.
Isn't there supposed to be a Berserk one too? Pachinko
That
machine?
wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the old 1980 arcade game.
No god, no.
Nope.
No, pachinko machine, which, honestly, just doing the best you can on that should just get guts off the boat.
They actually have gotten off the boat now.
Right. So, yeah, that's Twinbee. The start
What a
of
game, what a
franchise.
player.
Yeah, the start of the game actually started out pretty strong. Also, it doesn't seem like a continue option. Also, did the game just crash?
I kind of want you to show off the MSX version at least a little bit.
All right, I can do that real quick.
Just
Show
so you
us
can
the
understand
horror.
why I keep comparing it.
Let's see if I can actually get it to work.
Hey, it's fine if you can't get it to work. I need them to
Alright.
understand.
Yeah, definitely. Because
I think-
I want to say the next time I do this, I'll be doing an MSX special. So we can
Oh,
already
I
get.
think that was just you and me at the time.
Yeah, it was.
feel like-
No, it was because I was playing Yahoo. I don't know if Twinbee is considered difficult. I think it's just the same difficulty of the time, which is generally harder.
Yeah, they're just a standard shmup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay, it seemed to boot.
Oh, good.
So.
Yep, here we go.
Enjoy.
Hell yeah, the MSX. This is just like Metal Gear Solid.
Appreciate the lack of scrolling.
This hurts. Like,
when it's actually going up to down, it's actually not as bad, but just to give you a heads up, one of the games we will be doing is the MSX sequels to Gradius.
Oh,
Yeah, Jesus,
Going left to
I remember
right.
seeing that.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
That's some fun stuff. Okay, so you get the gist of
Yep.
MSX Twinbee. All right, so
Kill it.
Twinbee. Let's see.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Problem is now we actually have some decent stuff in the top 10, so I don't know if I'd put it up there. Kind of eyeing the middle. Better than Dragon Spirit. I would say better than Gapless. Better than Gradius. Whoop. I would actually put that 11.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty good spot to put it.
Whoop.
And they only get better.
Yes, they do only get... Well, okay, first they get a little
Sort of.
worse. Yeah. And actually, Stinger's not that bad. It's just... It could be better. It might be... It's probably on par. So, Twinbee. Soundtrack. It only really has a couple of songs to it, but
It's
they're really
alright.
good.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking 11 for that too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, next game up, we're probably not going to touch on very long, but I am doing this just because. So last time I did a game called I did Star Soldier. This is Starship Hector, which is not technically a sequel to Star Soldier, but I kind of place it in the same group.
Oh, Hudson.
Yes, it is a Hudson shmup, and it's also one you get. This is where the whole like 2 5-minute thing really gets put into the games.
Oh boy.
So why don't we just show off the normal game?
Show off Hector.
So it is another vertical shmup that has, it's like Xevious in a way. You actually have a health bar in this one, which is kind of weird because it's. I don't know how to feel about it because sometimes they're kind of inconsistent with what damage things do.
Like that?
Yeah, well, shots usually do 4 damage, but like, if something collided with me, it would either take half my life or all of it. Also, these weird things, if you bomb them, they'll give little pellets, which heal 1 heart or 1 health unit at a time. Also, I am just a note. I'm using Nestopia, so I have the auto fire. Normally, you would not have that auto fire.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that.
What?
Yeah,
History 1.
yeah. For some reason, the stages are called histories. So, the one thing I really like, Hector. Yeah. So
Hector's
one thing
a
I will
nerd.
say. One thing I will say about this is that The actual game, I wouldn't say is that great, but I do really kind of like this theme. And they do use it in later Star Soldier games. But this is where this theme came from. Because I figured I should do this if I'm doing those later ones.
Yeah.
And just to kind of give it, to see where Star Soldier has tried stuff. If I don't get to it... yeah, also, the flickering can get kind of bad. Also, I'm just I just kind of want to show off the next stage because this also does the whole this actually kind of reminds me a lot of Stinger actually, because it does do the sideways scrolling as well as top scrolling.
Oh boy.
Oh, see.
Seems very rude.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, whatever. Oh, gee. All right. Also, your ship looks way too much like the USS Enterprise.
It really does.
So here we go.
This is awful.
Yeah. Oh.
Congrats.
I ran into the thing giving me life, also. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, no.
The
continue, by
knockoff
the way.
MOA heads are impressive.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is... yeah, that was Starship Hector. Not that great, but
Nope.
I figured I'd show it off just to kind of give the things of where the Star Soldier lineage goes. Alright, so...
A fair idea.
in terms of actually ranking it, I am thinking to below Xevious. So that is now our 25th.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, sweet nectar. It's like my pool is tearing ass around.
Thank you.
But it's staying still. Still waters run deep.
Thank you, Cynex Square.
I forgot that that was the audio for that.
Yeah, the best thing is that's supposed to be a rare occurrence, but I like the fact that it's not a rare occurrence.
The RNG knows what's up.
So, Starship Hector soundtrack. I'd put it above Trip Trap. All right, so next game is going to be the last one I'm going to do tonight, because I'm playing through this thing.
Oh boy.
This could potentially be our new number 1 or number 2. And I will just let the intro play. Also, I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Very dramatic and very well animated. Oh no. The Dark Soul. The Doom Marine.
This is Axelay. I really like this game. So yeah, it is I want to say it was a 91. It was like closer to launch, 92. So it's a year or two after the SNES launch.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, it's dark. Shmup that does a lot of neat things, especially for the time that it came out. We want. Also, yeah, for some reason I always thought it was weird that you can change the brightness. But let's just go ahead and start. So, you only start out with you can pick your loadout, except for the fact that you only start out with one loadout of weapons. As you beat stages, you will get one new weapon per stage. So, and you have 3 kind of weapon slots. You have what is essentially your weapon for your main bread and butter weapon, which will be used to take care of most enemies. Yep. You have your essentially kind of wide aiming weapon that can be used to take out enemies from all over the screen, and you have your missile weapon. Now that we picked our weapons. So yeah, so this is kind of a sort of tech demo game. Konami decided to do something real weird with the scrolling in this. So this is another game that actually changes what direction the screen scrolls. So like the odd number stages will be vertical scrolling. Yeah, and the even ones will be not vertical, so horizontal. One thing that you can do is you can hit left or L and R trigger to actually select your different weapons.
I like the curvature thing they have going with the scenery.
Yes. So taking any collision from any solid object will kill you instantly. However, if you take a shot, you will actually lose the current weapon you have equipped and no longer be able to use it.
Ow.
So you kind of have a weird health system. And once you once you lose all your weapons, because you can kind of see, you will always have a missile weapon and a kind of shot weapon. And basically what you select will, like, you kind of have a weaker version. Like, since I am using the missiles, I have a weaker version of the shot. But if I move over to, say, Round Vulcan, I will have weaker missiles. So I kind of, and let me kind of explain the weapons. So straight laser is straight laser, pretty self-explanatory. Round Vulcan is you kind of hold it and you can kind of feather it to kind of aim across, like aim in a circle. And macro missile is, well, missiles.
Makes sense.
Oh, crap. Now, I try usually to be using straight laser most of the time because it's kind of a basic weapon, and if I'm going to lose a weapon, I want it to be this one because the other weapons are way too attribute useful.
Yeah.
Oh, see, like that. Also, if you're not hearing it, the soundtrack in this game is fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
This game.
Yeah, this is actually.
I don't like this game personally.
That's the thing. This is actually one of my favorite shmups ever.
That's fine. I just hate the use of Mode 7.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Like, I don't like the texture warping. I find it really just not great and disorienting.
Yeah, which thankfully they only.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Thankfully they only use it for half the stages.
It's still frustrating to me.
So, another weird thing about this is that there's some like pseudo like fantasy elements to like all the bosses. Like right now we're fighting a giant spider, and there are other like fantasy kind of trope bosses that we'll see later on.
You did it!
You beat the boss.
Now from that, we get explosion bomb.
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
gonna use that. Macro missile. Explosion bomb is okay, but I'm actually gonna save that till next stage. So yeah, now we're side scrolling. Also, this is probably my favorite song or track in the entire game. Also, with it being a Konami SNES game of this era, I just have a really great nostalgia for all the sound effects in this game because it just reminds me of Contra 3.
That background is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yes.
this game is incredibly beautiful.
Except for the
Except for the
Mode 7.
yeah.
I honestly kind of like the Mode 7 warping. Honestly.
Yeah, because
I can't stand it.
there is only one other game that I can think of that does something like that, and I think it's Itarod or like Itaron 2 for like the 3DS or like the 2DS, like the DS, I think. Or it might even be a Game Boy game or a Game Boy Advance game. Oh. Got too greedy. So one thing I will say about the music, the main composer for the soundtrack of this game is a guy by, I think it's Taro Kudo is his name. And he only composed one other soundtrack for Konami, and that was Super Castlevania 4. He later left Konami, to create this weird company that made a bunch of weird PlayStation games and one Dreamcast game by the name of Love the Lick. The games that company made were, it's Moon and or an RPG adventure. There is LOL for the Dreamcast, and I forgot what the middle one was.
Arms installation is complete.
What was the company's name?
Love the Lick. Yeah, he actually also worked on I think what was it, Tingle's Rupee Fairyland something or other. He worked on that game. Also, one of the designers of this game would eventually leave Konami to form a certain company by the name of Treasure.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I always felt like this game had a little bit of lineage to Radiant Silvergun with the whole weapon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fact that there is no power-ups in this game, and your weapons are all very situational.
Oh shit, he did a bunch of the Mario RPGs.
Oh yeah, he also did those.
Because he did Superstar Saga, Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario Sticker Star, and Color
Yeah, that's
Splash.
the thing. I'm getting hit by that.
Color Splash is the only one of those that I actually like.
I can't believe you hate Superstar Saga because you're a nerd.
Something about the art bugs the piss out of me, and I can't tell you what it is.
Really, I guess Superstar Saga.
Yes, but Superstar Saga has the best battle theme with that dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. It never clicked with me quite like Paper Mario did.
Yeah.
I
just don't like Super Mario
Splash.
RPG. I feel like Super Mario RPG has aged a lot more poorly than a lot of people like to admit.
Yep.
Yep.
I never played it. I like the music from it though.
I don't, but it's because I don't like the SNES sound chip that much.
Yeah.
Fucking fight me, nerds. Fight me! I stand alone atop this mountain of controversial opinions.
To be fair, I also feel that the Genesis sound chip was superior to the SNES.
It was just a lot harder to work with.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, like I purchased a sound sample set of just a bunch of classic consoles, and yeah, no, the Genesis set is much more.
No, it's the thing is the Genesis sound chip was better and generally more robust. The problem is the tools to work with it were infamously fucking terrible.
Yeah. Also, that it was a lower end chip that maybe they could use, because the chip that the Genesis used is the same chip that the PC-98 uses, or at least in the same family, but it's a cheaper version of it.
Oh lord.
Which is why, actually, if you go on iTunes, I don't know if they have it on Amazon yet, but if you go on iTunes, Yuzo Koshiro actually has a bunch of soundtracks that you can buy of his. And for like, if you want to get like the Streets of Rage or Shinobi soundtracks, they actually are, the versions that are actually on there are actually from a PC-98. Like using that hardware, so they actually sound better than they did on the Genesis.
But you know, it's the Genesis tools were infamously fucking terrible to work with.
Also, I need to take one break.
Compared to the SNES.
Right.
Did you enter Axelay in the ranking?
You had to step away for a second.
Oh.
How dare you just assume? How dare you?
I too had to step away.
One day we'll be free from this hell.
Yep.
Yes.
Save me.
Wake you up inside.
I hate this. How dare he leave us high and dry like that, that piece of shit.
What?
Lolo, how dare he leave us high and dry like this, that piece of shit.
Yep.
That monster, that genuine trash.
Oh, sweet, sweet nectar. It's like my pool is tearing around the backyard, but it's staying still. Still waters run deep.
I fucking love that line so much.
It's really good.
I follow Lolo just so I could hear it. Fuck being a supportive friend, I just wanted to hear that line. Oh my god, where the fuck is he? Just whenever he gets back, I'm gonna fucking throttle him.
How is any different?
Just keep unfollowing and refollowing him to.
I wonder, will that work?
It will.
Good.
I'm sure it will.
Well, only one way to find out. No, I think they intentionally have like a timer on these to keep you from spamming.
Ah.
Just slow descent into insanity. Like, he didn't even put music on or anything. No, it's just,
Yeah.
just dead.
It's just us shooting the shit.
And we're bad at that, apparently.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Okay.
Actually, no, I blame Carnival.
What did I do wrong?
Exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm entertaining myself by looking at Twitter and finding good jokes.
Joke's on you, there's nothing good to be found on Twitter.
I will show you
Our
otherwise.
flipbook exists.
Yeah. I'm gonna just link this directly to you, Torpid. Just so you can see how good it is.
I'm reading it right now, actually.
It's pretty good, right?
What the fuck is that?
It's somebody who really wants to fuck Judy Hopps, but they're also not, not an SJW like Judy Hopps. So they made a fan account of Judy Hopps where she's a red
it's
pill
that
supporting.
account. That account is hilarious. I can't tell if it's fake or not, though.
It's totally legit.
Oh my god.
Anyway, they post bad red pill fan theories of Disney films.
It's kind of amazing, actually.
So that whole exchange is them trying to justify that the Beast in
Is alpha as fuck.
Beauty. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
look.
back.
Fucking Christ.
Sorry, I had to help someone with something. All right, back to Axelay.
Axelay.
All right, boss.
This chicken walker.
It's kind of got a xenomorph head.
Yeah, kinda.
It's Baba Yaga's house of the future.
Ah, yes, Space Baba Yaga.
Space witches are the most powerful of witches.
It's
Yep.
true.
But you can only become a space witch after getting your PhD in witchcraft. And gotten the experience.
Also,
points to make
I like
the job
that
class
the-
change.
Like that. So one of the things that the boss teams always do is that they are always remixes of the stage music, which I always thought was neat.
Also, Risen, I thought you had to get your PhD in metaphysics.
Possibly. I'm not an
It's
expert.
a, it's an either or. Either or. They prefer the witchcraft one, but metaphysics works just as well.
All right.
Just a degree in applied metaphysics.
All right. So from that, we get actually one of my favorite weapons. We now have the needle cracker,
Hell yeah.
Cracking
and
them needles.
I'll actually start using explosion bomb.
Arms installation is complete.
What else does a bomb do other than explode?
Well, this is especially good at also.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
And you
Worse than what they were
immediately
going
lose
for,
it.
but I get what they're going for, but I don't know. I think it looks awful.
Yeah, it definitely, like, especially when they use it to, like, try and do death. Also,
Yeah, see,
Okay.
that's the issue. Like right here, is it just does not work.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
agree. It looked better on the first stage.
the fifth stage actually doesn't use it quite as poorly. So, this one is just especially bad about it, but the fifth stage isn't quite as bad. And
Like, I
thankfully,
like the idea what
pretty
they're
good.
trying to do. I like the idea what they're going
oh yeah,
for
the
with
music
way
for the
that-
stage though is fantastic.
Yes.
Probably my second favorite track.
So what is needle cracker?
It is kind of a homing bullet. That, well, yeah,
How do you get
Yeah.
your weapons back?
you die.
Okay.
which I am going to do because I am now completely out of all my weapons. So next hit I take from anything will kill me.
You can't.
Also, this is another place where it just looks really bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting that Vulcan cannon ready.
Oh my god, it's atrocious.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
I still like it, but no, it's not good.
Okay, good. Excellent.
They
So
tried.
Here's what Neocracker
Yeah.
is. So it just shoots a bunch of shots out that will...
Give them the gold star for effort.
They definitely get an E for effort.
I do like this stage's kind of general theme that there's these huge plateaus of red rock and then these super futuristic cities on different plates between the plateaus. It would be nice if it didn't look so ugly due to the texture morphing.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, you could do this in a top, like, if this was just completely vertical, then it would be fine.
Yeah.
Which you could definitely do. God damn it. Yeah. Also, this boss is really weird. Remember what I was saying? Remember what I was saying about the fantasy theme?
Yeah. Is it? Oh, it's a witch hat.
Also, I could never figure out where the actual hurt of this attack is. Like, it's kind of vague where you'll get hit. Also, I kind of like this Forms attack. Also, another SNES wonderful visual effect.
Oh god, yep.
Oh, that's a kill you outright. Oh. So yeah, this was one of the very first games I ever streamed. Back when I streamed at a bitrate of 500.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow, this game came out in 92.
Yep. So
This is actually relatively early on in the...
Yeah, which you can definitely tell because there's a lot of slowdown.
Yeah, but at the same time, it looks really fucking good for an SNES
Yes.
game.
Yep.
Speaking of looking good. Also, note that the sound effects have a nice echo effect in it. Page.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Although it is a shame that the Needle Cracker looks awful.
Yeah. Like awful as in it looks awful to use, or
No, it.
Visually, it's awful.
Yeah, it's kind of indistinct.
Because just a bunch of lines.
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
So one thing, as you can tell from that screen, I do have limited continues. As you increase in difficulty, you do get less continues. Like hard, I think gives you 3. Easy, with this being normal, gives you 5. Easy gives you 7.
No, I still hate continues as a concept, honestly.
Yeah.
It's I would say it's more of a if you think about like what games were at that time, it makes more sense, because if you think about like, oh, I bought this as kind of like, oh, it's kind of like a challenge for me to do. Like, I gotta see if I can do it in time allotted. That's where continues make sense, which games just don't kind of do anymore. So I think that aspect kind of gets lost a little bit. But I can definitely see why you would not have a game with continues. Also, take a look at the water. As you can look at that effect of skimming on the water.
Yep.
Nice.
It's really good.
Cool.
Oh, also, so these things that are on me,
Yeah.
they weigh my ship down. Yep. Or at least if you're going to do limited continues, at least do it the way that Treasure normally does it, where you get extra ones for like every hour played. So it's like, oh, you kind of progress to actually getting further along. So you have to learn the early areas. So eventually, by the time you'll actually get to the areas where they use the continues.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say, this game is actually kind of short. There's only 6 stages.
This is the 3rd or 4th one right
This
now.
is the 4th.
Oh.
So yeah, we're getting pretty close. Also, this is Cluster Bomb. It is actually really good. I never actually use it. I actually... Oh, well, I actually played this to test earlier today.
Yeah.
And I actually ended up just sitting and beating the game. It's how much I like this game. But yeah, I've never actually used Cluster Bomb, but since I was like, oh, I'm just screwing around, I actually tried it. It's actually really effective.
Nice.
Now, the thing is, actually, so I'm actually playing a lot. Oh, I actually got an extra life. I'm playing a bit not as good as I was kind of hoping. And I did want to show off the rest of the game. So do you think it would be better if I just went to load up some Game Genie codes to give me like infinite lives, or should I just use Time Wizard powers?
Time Wizard is more efficient, I guess.
Yeah, since Time Wizard at least gives us... You don't have to start all over again.
Well, if I give myself infinite lives, I'll just respawn where I die. Also get my weapons back.
Oh, then I would say just infinite lives
yeah,
in this case.
Alright, so time for the boss, which actually does something that no other boss in this game does. So it actually has an opening attack. Also, it has this weird thing. So if I get hit by that beam, it'll actually switch it like screws up which weapons you're using. Also, Cluster Bomb completely annihilates this guy. Whoop.
It's an anglerfish.
Yes.
With its weird fart hole. Like, what is that?
Propulsion?
Oh, okay, so now it's starting to do this attack. Joke's on you, I don't have any weapons to switch. Alright.
You did it!
Alright. So that actually gave us Morning Star, which I never use.
That's fair.
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
So Cluster Bomb actually does it's actually kind of a neat weapon on these vertical things. Vertical stages.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't think this one actually is nearly as bad as the other ones. in terms of looking
yes.
weird.
The lava Shai-Hulud.
Great grandfather of the desert. May his passing cleanse this world.
Also has a pretty decent track. But then again, in this game, there are no real bad songs. There are just ones that are not as good as others.
Not as
Yeah.
memorable.
Whoop. In fact, why don't I actually go ahead and...
Oh, King Records released the soundtrack. That's
Yep,
neat.
and there are three arranged versions of songs.
Mm-hmm. And the music was done by Taro Kudo.
Yep.
Let's see.
This is not Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Hasn't really worked on much else as a composer.
No, he does. He did mostly just actual design, I believe.
Yeah, he mostly worked on design,
Mm-hmm.
which is a shame.
Okay.
Because the music's actually pretty alright.
So I now should have infinite lives. Oh, maybe I have to restart. Not restart, but... Oh,
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
We've installed your arms, both of them. Finally.
just quick check. Oh, that is not doing what I need to do. Airworm. Oh. Well, it did something different. It took the life from another part of the... It took it from the left instead of the right. Okay, there we go. Well. Alright.
You've got this, I believe in you.
Good, now this just means I'm going to play really terribly.
You're gonna play so fucking sloppy now because there's no threat.
Yep.
Oh my god, Lolo, you're so good at this. How'd you get so good?
How did you get so good?
How'd you do it, Lolo?
I cheated.
How did you do it?
Oh yeah, also.
Taste the sprite flickering.
Also,
Yes.
Also, it's the dragons from Gradius.
Good.
Oh my god, that slowdown though.
Yep. This is an early SNES game.
Once again though, it looks really good for an early SNES game.
Yes.
Yes.
So the best thing about the cluster bomb is actually if you kind of like go forward and then go back, anything you would that would touch you would actually like get hit by the missiles, making it really powerful. Yep. I swear I've also beaten this game legit on normal difficulty, so it's not like I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Sure. But have you 1cc'd it?
Hell no.
Then you're clearly trash.
Oh yeah, also these things. Remember these from Life Force?
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know, and Radius, yeah. No, I remember them.
Oh, so here's the boss that is featured on the cover.
God, that sprite flickering though.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Ooh, wow, that's bad. Look at that goofy face.
I mean, it's a neat effect, the lava, like, pouring into the fissure
Yeah, it
that it
is.
arose from.
But then his arms flicker like an absolute motherfucker.
Yeah.
Also, me intentionally crashing to use myself as a projectile.
Astounding.
Alright, so time for the final stage.
Root.
Already?
Yep. And we get a new weapon. Wind laser.
The wind laser.
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
So the wind laser is pretty interesting. It actually
say
takes
like
over
that-
our missile.
Huh.
So here's what happens when I move left and right. Forward. So depending upon what direction you're going, it actually acts differently.
That's actually really cool.
The problem is, I don't think it's quite as powerful as it should be. But then again, that might make it just a smidge overpowered. Also, this track is really good.
Yes. I like how you're taking on battleships of the enemy
Yes.
forces at this point.
Whoop. Also, losing every single one of my weapons.
Yeah, but I just expect that from you at this point.
Yeah, I'm just kind of now just showing off the game. This has never been meant to be a super play thing. This is just, hey, this thing's neat.
Yeah.
So my best way to make this thing do the most damage is to always go backwards, so that you get the cross kind of thing.
Oh man, that is unfortunate.
Yep.
I realize if you beat this game on the hardest difficulty
Oh yeah, that fun thing.
twice,
You get the
Yeah.
greatest message.
What?
promising a
happened?
sequel
Oh.
that never happened.
Yep. Okay, so now we're
It's
entering.
this guy from Gradius.
Also, we're entering the enemy's ship. Time for the
The
game.
Armada of Annihilation.
Hell yeah.
Time for this game to turn the asshole meter all the way to 11.
You just cannot kill this walker.
No,
Holy
you
shit.
can't. You can't.
It's coming for you.
Nope.
He's coming to get you. He's going to get you.
Namely, those hopping enemies are really rude.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because so it kind of wants you to be towards the front or top, towards the front of the screen, which in a shmup is usually suicide. Okay.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
You may have infinite lives, but you can do it.
But you can do it.
Yeah, he can do it.
Yep.
In spite of the infinite lives, he can do it.
Yep.
Also, okay, is it going to be this? Okay, so this fight is kind of annoying, but kind of neat.
Describe.
You'll see in a so got these things that shoot lasers, but that is not the main threat of this. So eventually, once I destroy these, okay, so now it's starting to do that. It is ripping wall chunks out of the walls, which suck you into space. It tried to suck you into space. Also, these things, these little things, if you cross them, they will shoot at you. So you got to pay attention to the top and bottom. Also dealing with gravity while other things are shooting at you.
That's neat.
Seems a bit busy though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now what?
Well, now we just kind of wait to get to the these guys. Oh, these fun things. We do nothing but to try and clamp down on it.
Yeah, give him the clamps.
Yeah.
Just gotta give him the clamps, you know.
Alright, so we're almost at the last boss. And we have the weapon that is most poorly for it.
I mean, you can die.
Good.
You have infinite lives.
So its main attack is to spawn rocks.
That's different.
Yep. Alright. Time for phase 2.
Hell yeah.
Time for it to throw everything at you.
Every type of bullet pattern we could think of.
Enter the Toho.
Yep, up.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright. So, time for phase 3 is kind of neat. So let me just show what it's supposed to do. So, right here. You guys kind of scanning me?
Yeah.
So, it's shooting clones of me out. And it does exactly what I do. If I shoot missiles, it shoots missiles. Now let's kill this thing really quickly.
Good. Very good.
No?
Phase 4.
Time for phase 4.
Chase the horde's biomass.
Now the only problem is since the bullets kind of blink blue for like a frame or two, it kind of mixes in with the explosions, which is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the mother brain of the aliens, Tyrion, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you killed it.
Yep.
You did it.
Yep.
Rest in peace, you beautiful man.
So, yes.
Want to
That
tell more
was
about the
Axelay.
infamous message?
I'll bring it up in a sec. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is Axelay. 6 stages,
Yep.
relatively short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so even with the weird things with the vertical stages, I still think that it is, like, the actual gameplay is still really good. Like, for, like, especially of that era where there were a lot of, like, let's say quarter munching shmups even on the, like, consoles. I
Yeah.
still think, like, the balance of it is still pretty fair. Like, it's still difficult, but it's not super difficult. Like, it's not, I mean, you might have trouble, like, beating it the first couple times you play it, but it's definitely something that can be beat. And it's a completely, like, super gorgeous game. Also, the music for it's super fantastic.
Which is once again weird that the guy who composed it didn't really compose anything else.
Yeah, just Super Castlevania 4, which had a pretty decent soundtrack if you forgive the actual game of Super Castlevania 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, someone, I forgot which of the developers of this went on to form Treasure, but
It was Kazuhiko Ishida.
okay.
He's credited with the support program.
Okay. So here's what you normally get if you play on normal. And if you do on hard mode, it says like challenge very hard or something like that. So,
Basically loop 2.
yes, so now it will actually go into loop 2. So we are now in hard mode. And then if you beat hard mode, you are now then put into very hard mode, which you can't actually select normally. And once you get onto, once you beat very hard mode, you get this. See you again at Axelay 2.
Perfect.
Axelay 2 Never existed.
Never existed. Yup.
Although, I will say, the best candidate for Axelay 2 is probably Radiant Silvergun. Which, if you think about it, kind of makes sense. There are some similarities.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. So, in terms of actually ranking Axelay, look.
I will abstain from this one.
I will personally say it's better than Kingdom Grand Prix. I feel it is better developed. It is just a really fantastically made game. Sans the weird things with the vertical thing. Although, whether it's better than Radiant Silvergun.
No. I will fight you, so help me.
Yeah. I'm thinking 2.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My bias shines through.
Because, yeah, playing through it, I think Radiant Silvergun still does some. It does. It's still, that's also a good looking, fantastic looking game. Still has a good soundtrack.
Radiant Silvergun also does more with its mechanics, and also it has a story that's kind of interesting, honestly.
That too. But I will say, though, there are some weird mechanics with, especially if you're trying to actually play it like they meant you to play it, where you're supposed to like change colors. I feel that kind of takes away from the shmup as a whole. I feel it makes you fiddle with things that already make it too complicated to begin with. Like Ikaruga, but even more so. But I think with what they did, I would still probably say Radiant Silvergun's better. Now, soundtrack. I think it's definitely
better than Radiant Silvergun.
I will destroy you.
I also think it's better than Radiant Silvergun.
I abstain from this one because I don't remember enough about Radiant Silvergun's soundtrack.
2-1, it is fast.
I also think it's better than Section Z, and also think it's better than Viewpoint.
I definitely think it's better than Section Z. I remember hearing that from the LP you did. So
I'm thinking it takes our number 1 spot.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. So we now have new number 1 best soundtrack in the shmup, and it is Axelay on the SNES. Has a better soundtrack than Viewpoint, Section Z on the NES, and Radiant Silvergun. So yes. So I mean that's the games I want to look at today. So looking over the list, we have a new 2 and 3. We have a new number, new last one. Actually, 2, we padded the bottom twice. And also added a almost last. And let's see. And then Twimby kind of floated around the middle, or a new number 12. And a new number 11 with Rekka. So, yeah, fairly decent, kind of good shmups. The next group of games I plan on looking at are exclusively on the MSX. We will start taking a look at compile shmups, looking at Zanuck, Garudic, and Alest. And also taking a look at a offshoot of Gradius that not a lot of people know about.
Hell yeah.
And we will start to take a look at the Proteus series.
Oh, good.
So we can start that wonderful chain of games. So yeah, hope you tune in next time. I think it will be a very interesting experience. providing I can get the MSX emulator to work.
Godspeed.
All right. So thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Good night, stream.
Mm-hmm.